Well, howdy y'all. Handy Redneck here. Uh, it finally cooled off a bit. It got overcast and we're sitting at about 76 degrees where we was about 82 earlier before it clouded over. This here's the 10th of April. This is my second video today. I got one trying to get it edited up and everything. It's about dandelions and making dandelion wine. But in the meantime, as you can see over here, I got a couple of cages on some of the bucket tomatoes, but I ain't got enough cages. And I'm kind of cheap, so I'm going to show you the redneck ingenuity way of building more cages out of our old friend here, 2x4 wire. Now you can get at most hardware or lawn and tractor supply, feed store type places. You can get 4 foot tall by 100 foot long of 2x4 wire for around $45–50. For math purposes, we'll say $50. That means it's 50 cents a foot. 50 cents a linear foot, not a square foot. So we're probably going to use about 2 foot of wire per cage. So that means we'll end up spending about $1 a cage, whereas purchasing one of these welded wire cages will cost you anywhere between $2 and $5. This here welded 2x4 wire, you can't reach in too good, but we'll fix that by cutting out a couple of center post wires. But anyway, we'll get to it. Now, as you see here, I got me a scrap piece. Oh, it's probably 4 foot tall, maybe 6 foot long, 5 or 6 foot long. What we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around this here bucket on the outside, or we're going to try to. We're going to try to get her as tight as we can around that bucket. And yes, I'm barefoot, and believe it or not, it's being helpful because I can grab the bottom of this here wire with my toes and help to pull it in place. So once we get it good and tight, we can figure out where to cut it. So okay, we got it. We got her figured about there. So now we got it figured out where to cut. We'll grab our wire dikes here, or diagonal wire cutting pliers. Give us a little bit of a snip. And don't worry if you mess up and get it cut wrong. You can save this wire for something else if it's too small or whatnot. We can use it on a different project, no problem. I mean, it's got a little bit of curve in it. We can throw some plastic over it, and it'll be a what is it? A low tunnel. sort of like a cold frame. So anyway, when we look at these, we got them. We're going to need to cut. This is a little bigger than we need, so we're going to cut again. And this cut is actually going to give us some wires to bend around to make our circle. Okay, let's save that for something. Might be a good piece of tire wire on to tie something up with. So, alright, get our bucket and we'll do a little bit of bending. And like I always say, you ain't gotta be perfect with this. Nothing in life's ever perfect. This one may be a little skinnier than we like, so the next one we'll do slightly bigger. This one here is basically our template. So, we now got us a cage around this here bucket. And like I say, this one is a little tight. It's better if it slides over the bucket, but we get the gist of it. And look at there. Actually, that's almost perfect. That fits right over that top rim a little bit. That's almost perfect. Now, what we can do with these, oh, I'm getting old. Getting up and down is getting a little rough on a body. Now, what we can do with this, as you can see, it's right here on the bucket. Just on the very top of the bucket, sitting there holding itself on. There's two things we can do with it. The next one we do, I think we're going to do just slightly bigger so it actually fits over the bucket a little better and goes all the way to the ground. But this one will be fine as it is. But again, we got an issue with it because if we get any of our fruits or something on the inside, that's kind of hard to reach in, grab, and pull out. So what we'll do is every so often, in a little bit of a diagonal, we'll make some bigger holes that we can reach into and pull our fist out. You know, what it'll be. It'll make a checkerboard pattern out of it, and for a little bit of effort and about $1's worth of wire, we got us a tomato cage or a cucumber cage or a bean cage or a cage for just about anything. Now, like I say, this here's a prototype. I think we'll make the next one a little bit bigger, and we'll make it just one 2x4 piece bigger. But y'all don't need to see that. I think you get the gist of the whole project now. When I get them done, I'll snap a picture of the finished product and let you see it. In the meantime, I'll talk at y'all later. Handy Redneck out.